we've gone from Panjim to Margao, we've done Sarzora, we went all the way to Sant Esteva, and today we're here from Mapusa. St. Britto's Mapusa has sent two of their very young leaders, the head boy and assistant head boy, are with us today. Welcome to CCR TV.
Thank you for having us here.
Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody who's watching?
Hi guys, I'm Aiden Trindal from St. Britto's High School. I'm the head boy.
I'm Darius Pinto, the deputy head boy. I'm a gentle and adaptable person.
Perfect, Darius, Aiden, nice to have the two of you here. For everybody, we were just having a chat and the farewell's done.
Yes.
Unfortunately, when was the farewell?
18th.
18th of March. And today is the 20th of March. So you had one more day to get up and put on your uniform. Does the uniform have a little bit more emotion attached to it now?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you feel the weight of the uniform now?
Just like about 2 days later, you feel the weight of the uniform. I know I've asked you this, but I'm going to ask you again. Did you cry?
Yes.
Just a little at the farewell?
Not even just a little. I shed tears.
Do you all have first year, second year in St. Britto's?
No, but we do have a college which is quite close by, St. Xavier's.
Oh, okay. St. Xavier's is close by. The reason why I was asking is most schools, when you pass out from 10th, you can go to the 11th and 12th and, go further on. But if you have to really say goodbye to your school, that can hurt. But coming back from the goodbyes, how was the year? How was the year being leader?
The year was quite daunting, actually. I myself didn't believe that I would be the leader. And then there were the whole lot of responsibility coming up, and the fact that I had to somehow manage studies.
As well as being a head boy, which is not an easy task, mind you that.
It is not, I know that. Yeah, it's not.
But I guess you come into realization, you get to know what your duties are.
You can perform them quite easily. Teachers like that at St. Britto's, they can make our job much easier.
What about you, Darius? How was it? How was the year?
Even I didn't expect actually to become the deputy head boy because I was competing to really good students. But it was like a dream come true for me because it was like every dream's thing, like every child's dream to become the head boy or something of their school. So it was really a good experience for me.
Yes, with an all-boys school, and I'm sure all of you are into sports and different creative fields, and there are so many different leaders and leadership traits among you all. To then be the head boy must have been quite a journey for everybody. How many students in all in 10th standard in St. Britto's?
Approximately it's 50 per class. We have 3 divisions.
So out of 150 students, the two of you were chosen. Congratulations. I know you had a year to soak that in, but congratulations again now that it's over. I have to ask you, how did you change? Because I'm certain you've changed in that year when you were a leader. How did you change? Let's start with Darius. How did you change over the year?
So I realized actually teamwork because we are 10 of us now, and like teamwork, proper teamwork.
When you say 10 of us is
commanders and all.
Okay.
Commanders, rebels, all this.
Every house captain, commanders.
Commanders, yeah. So teamwork, then interaction with others.
Yes.
I used to not talk much that time.
Now you do.
Yeah, now I talk a lot. I'm very serious actually. I changed completely after becoming. It's good actually.
So a lot of barriers came down. So from being, as you said, a little bit more introverted and quiet, you go ahead and you are, you have to interact with people and you have to go out there. What about you? How was your journey with it, Aiden?
It was really memorable. At first, I had no chance. He's in the school for 11 years and he has won the Best Boy Award in the 4th.
Oh, in the 4th standard. That's very becoming.
So the primary teachers
to vote for the head boy. I was expecting his post, and then the realization sat in, as I said earlier, and it kind of instilled a sense of courage in me, so I could flag out certain concerns to those above me, direct my cabinet in the right direction. We call the cabinet. Stop fights in between.
And allow for efficient and proper functioning of the group. This is quite an important trait actually.
It is.
It also helped me to get a lot of patience, which, trust me, is a lot when dealing with St. Britto's High School.
Yes, because all the boys, I can
Yes.
imagine it's quite an energetic bunch. There's a lot of energy in and around the school. How did you change over the year?
It instilled patience in me. I learned to deal with something by listening to it from both the sides. That was something that was missing in me earlier. I also found it easier to speak to people. I thought of myself someone whose voice could not be heard actually. But right now, I'm told that I'm pretty audible. It also helped me to speak properly and without any stuttering. So I could command some sense of respect and let people know that I'm the boss over here and that it has to be done as it is supposed to be done properly to lead better.
Yes.
And I was an introvert too.
Wow, two introverts becoming. I like the word commander and cabinet. It gives you a sense of purpose and a direction. If I were to state that if you give a person an opportunity or a break or a responsibility, if you have faith in them, they grow into that position. Would you say that's true?
Yes.
If I was capable of something like this, I would be one with you on that fact.
If you just give it to someone, if you give the position to someone, and if they have the basics right, they grow into that position, and you kind of become that leader that you need to be. Any fond memories of the year, like one fond memory, like one day that something happened and you're always going to cherish that?
There are quite a few. A lot happened during the picnic.
Picnic.
So
Where
the-
did you all go for the picnic?
We went to a farm,
And it actually wasn't.
to be honest, that great farm. But the fact that we were with our teachers and the students really made the day cherishable.
The picnic is something that you're going to treasure a lot. What about you, Tejas?
Mine was when I gave the head boy speech in front of like from 1st to 10th standard students and teachers. So the amount of claps I got, that was like awesome. I never expected I would get so much.
Did you prepare a lot for that speech?
No, we hardly got, I think so, 4 days, I think so.
No, we got 2 days.
2 days.
2
2 days I
days.
prepared.
Wow. Okay. And so you all were selected, and then you all had to speak and
Yeah.
kind of get the votes of the students.
Yes.
That speech.
And our school does not allow canvassing or campaigning
Okay.
to allow fair judgment of being a head boy. So teachers can have.
Independent thoughts on who, according to the speech, is supposed to be head boy or not.
So you only get the opportunity of that speech
Yes.
to kind of garner the interest. And 8th standard and 9th standard vote, or it's just 10th standard who votes?
No, it's not the
10th at all too. It's just the teachers from the whole school. There's the primary, pre-primary and secondary. But the 10th standard, the 9th and the 8th do vote for the house commanders.
Oh,
There
not
is-
for the head
not
boys.
for the head
Head
boy.
boy only teachers vote.
Oh, head boy only teachers. Wow, that must be something to get through. So if you haven't caught up, just briefly, at St. Britto's Mapusa, the position for the house captains, what we call, or the commanders, the red, green, yellow and blue, is selected by the students. But the head boy position and the assistant head boy is chosen by the teacher. So I'm sure that was a tough one to kind of break through and get. What are the 5 things that describe you? It doesn't have to be academic or serious, just 5 words that describe you.
I would like to think that I'm analytical, to research and listen, and then come to a conclusion. Versatile, I like to adopt a lot of things very quickly. I'm humorous, I'm friendly, I'm definitely unbiased.
Definitely unbiased. That's a good quality for a leader. Not to be biased is a
Biased.
very good quality. Yes, Darius.
Mostly everything he has said. I'm adaptable kind of person. I'm not so serious right now. I know.
You're not. You used to be. You
I
told
used to
me.
be, yeah, I
You
used to be.
What happened? Did it just like the responsibility of taking care of so many young ones? Just like, you know what? I can't be serious in life anymore.
Yes.
Okay.
And the students also started listening to me, so it was really good.
Okay. It's amazing. Most people usually become serious in leadership positions, but you managed to kind of break that
Yes.
and break boundaries. Okay, and
And I'm kind.
you're kind. That's
Yes.
lovely. It's very
Friendly.
difficult.
I
to be
like
kind.
talking now a lot.
That's nice. You're friendly,
Yeah.
approachable. I think is the word we're going
Yes.
for. It's nice to be approachable from all students in the organization. what is it that you were before becoming the head boy that you're not now?
A student, like a normal student actually.
So this is the thing for everybody who's watching. I don't think there is a word called normal student. So when you are a student, that's it. You're a completely whole human being. Being a student itself is a big responsibility. You have to study, you have to get grades. So there's nothing called a normal student. Just being a student in itself is whole. But when you get added on to responsibilities, you can say you have taken on something more. Being a student is perfectly fine. It's aces, it's 100% already. And then you take on more because you can take on more. So yes.
And then you have to be a role model. You cannot afford to drop your grades, nor can you afford to drop your discipline. There's no having fun, especially with this white uniform. There is no games on the ground.
Oh, no games.
So unless you pack a different shirt.
Sorry, what are the? Isn't this the uniform
Yes, this is the uniform. This
for
is
the head boy?
for the head boy.
Okay. And for the students?
And for the students, it's a blue shirt
Okay.
with a grey pant.
Oh, so among a sea of blue, it's the two people in white.
No, 10 of us. The
10 of us.
cabinet
Oh, so
parliament
the
was
10 of
also-
you will be
Yes.
in white, so you can
Yes.
spot you. And there go the games. You're right. You can't play games in white shirts.
Unless you decide to pack an extra shirt, which is, I don't think you can hide any shirt in your bag.
You can say this. Before you became a head boy, you had more time to play.
Yes, of
And
course.
you didn't have to think about. See, you can say that. What about you?
What is the question?
What was it? What is it that you were in before this year that now you are not?
See, before this year it was COVID, so couldn't enjoy school much.
Okay.
So 9th standard and last thing literally we met the teachers and all. So the teachers are quite interacting in our schools.
So
like
you
they
were more
motivate you a lot.
interactive. You
Yeah.
were more interactive.
The teachers actually forced me to this deputy head boy. They were like, "We believe in you. You'll become surely. Just give a speech." So the teachers really helped me a lot in this.
Oh, that's nice. I think to have that kind of support from
Yes.
teachers, kudos to them. And what about friends? I'm sure within 150 and over the span of time that you've been in the school, there were a lot of friends cheering on for you and helping you out. How did you balance time for playing and friendships and responsibilities?
It was well balanced. Our friends understood that we were not with them. We had to go for separate duties for the school itself. And for a matter of fact, our friends supported us a lot. I remember the day Father Anand, our primary in charge, he let go of the results on the intercom, and the noise that was for us.
It was more than loud. The not only the clapping, the noise,
The
that
applause. The rejoicing of it all.
And I remember Father Anand had told them not to make any noise.
Oh,
So
okay.
That was a lot. And then they have been supportive. They have been with us from our highs to the lows. They stood with us.
Yeah.
That's nice. And what about you?
They have been really good. They have given books to complete because our books were always incomplete. We were
See,
never in class.
I like that
Yes.
honesty. It's true. I think when you take on so much, it tends to, you need help
Yes.
from your friends. So for all their books, you want to go ahead and thank them for all the books that they've given you to complete.
Thank you everyone for giving me books to complete. I love you all.
But yes, I think going ahead and having the support system works a lot. What would you tell the young leaders, not just in St. Britto's? Of course, they will be hearing this and they'll want to know, but in other schools also, what tips would you give them? How would you guide them to be better leaders?
I would say grades don't define a person. Like a person may be good in sports also, but his grades and all may not be that good. So I will say you can go, you can try, you can give your best. So after you become the head boy or anything, you will get that this feel like, and you will think I need to do good. So automatically you will become like that, I would say.
Okay, but why would you say grades are not? I'm just curious. Grades are not important to become the head boy, or grades are not important?
No, to be in this cabinet,
To
I'm
be
saying,
in the
yes.
cabinet.
Because you won't be there in the class also to complete your
Yes,
books.
yes.
Explanation and all, everything you miss, that's why.
Yeah, so you have to believe in yourself.
Yes.
and because I believe that you need to have an average 75% before you join a cabinet. So if I can rephrase what you're saying, is that don't keep focusing only on the studies.
Yes.
Don't kind of, it's not the only thing. That's nice.
And to all the people that aspire to be young leaders, it is very important to be friends with the general student body. It is you are more approachable to someone, more able, more often an authoritative figure to them when you are their friend, some random guy wearing a white uniform.
It's better if a friend tells you, there's more chance of them understanding it. There's more chance of them taking it nicely, not holding a grudge against you.
That's true. Yeah.
Be friendly with everyone. Respect your teachers. Your teachers are the people that have put you there, and your teachers are the people that will take you higher. And also be loud. Nobody listens to soft people.
Be loud. Okay. Take up space. Voice your opinion. For everybody who's watching, the girls especially, voice your opinion. You don't have to be rude or brusque or mean, but you can be loud. You can, and by loud, I'm sure Aiden means clear and decisive of what you want and how you want it. And being loud can also be a request. But yes, go ahead, voice yourself, voice your opinion, voice your wants, and voice your thoughts. Wow, I'm sure your parents are very proud of you. A year of holding responsibility now with 10th standard and exams coming up. Are you guys nervous?
I'll be frank, my parents were not that happy.
Okay, this is interesting.
Not to brag,
Okay.
but I am a
Quite a high scoring student. My mother's a teacher, my father's an engineer. So there's this sense that I have to also, I'm not feeling the pressure, I too want to score high marks.
Yes.
But then when you're the head boy, it's quite tough to maintain both.
Yes.
So the first thing my parents were like,
Don't be the head boy. Then they changed their minds. They were like, be the head boy. And now it's fine. I go off the post and I became the head boy.
there was an unspoken silence between us. Whenever there was something to do in the school,
And something that had to be done at home regarding studies, there was always something that was, unsaid sort of.
I understand where they're coming from. And what I want to thank you for is that you're so frank. Thank you for being frank. I do know a lot of parents who are very apprehensive for their children to take more responsibility, because more responsibility means more time. I don't think they do it from a place of, I don't want my son, or I don't think he's going to be a head boy. I think it's solely our 10th standard marks. They do impact a lot of the future. What college are you going to get into, and what stream are you going to take ahead? So I understand them. I also understand you.
on the same side, I had to give a lot of speeches.
And trust me, about 90% of the speeches are written by them. They themselves have a busy schedule. They have managed to make time for me. And to be honest, again, they have done most of the work that I'm supposed to do as a head boy.
I think that is the beauty of it, to have this balance, because now you also know that you need to go ahead and get good grades. Like, you have to get those good grades,
Yes.
because you went ahead and it's great to take the responsibility of wanting the position. It's a very mature move, and you have to take ownership for it. So well done on you.
Thank you.
Well done on your parents on that one. Yes, how was it?
My parents, they knew I will do this.
Oh, okay.
They knew I will become surely, because from first I will say the teachers were like, he will surely become one day. So they knew, they believed in me. They knew when I became the head boy, I will take both the things together, like studies and as well as the other activities. So even my parents wrote a lot of speeches for me.
Oh, that is sweet.
His was like 100% my parents wrote the speeches.
That is very sweet.
So it was good experience.
That's nice. To the mom and dad, to the parents of these two young leaders here, we need your support. The reality is that we cannot do anything without the support of our parents. And thank you for putting the fear of God in them and for ensuring that they do well, and for letting them have the opportunities that they have had, and standing by them while giving them a little bit of a strong boundary to be put for. I asked this to the previous school that was here, the head boy and head girl, and I will ask this for you. It'll take a moment for you to think. When was that time when you were maybe in a younger grade in the primary section or wherever you were, or maybe even 8th or 9th, where for the first time you felt yourself have some leadership qualities, something about you was like a leader, or you felt like you could lead? When would that moment be?
It would actually be back in the 8th standard. We had a football match. Actually, that standard. Sorry for that. We were playing in the inter-house football tournament. I was the goalkeeper, and I was the only person in the team who played for the school team.
And we were set up against the Blue House first, and we did lose.
I would say that it was completely one-sided match. They had good players, and we lost by 1 goal. That was okay. We were all down.
And I came up with an amazing pep talk. And we
Okay.
were set up for
The Gold House for the 3rd place match, and we won game.
Wow.
that too by scoring first, and then again we were tired at the half, but we didn't give up.
At that point, I felt I had the ability to lead, to tell people that it's not over yet, to give their best.
To be able to pursue through communication is one of the most brilliant qualities of a leader. Persuasion through communication is not just for the salespeople and for people in shops or selling you products. It is for the leaders. Leaders can and will move nations just by the way they communicate. What about you? When did you know that you have leadership
In
qualities?
6th standard, actually, it was.
Okay.
So it was my first time acting in a tiyat. So
Oh.
children's tiyat it is.
Okay.
So I got a lead role of a father.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was the time, like, first time I became something, and the tiyat got 2nd place also. So it was really
Wow.
good for me.
Oh wow. How old were you?
In 6th standard, so I think so I'll be around 12,
12, 13.
Yes.
To play a father's role at
Yeah.
12, 13 and it getting a position.
Yes.
Being a part of a team, that's lovely. I hope that this journey does not end for you. You go on to achieve better milestones. I am certain your parents are very, very proud of you. And so is the school and all the teachers in it. Best of luck. Keep
you.
moving mountains, keep being loud.
Thank
And
you.
I have to thank the two of you for one of the most frank interviews and honest interviews. I think we can trust St. Britto's to do that, to be frank and honest and to show up with all of yourself. Thank you.
Thank you.
And best of luck for your exams. And I'm sure you all will do very well.
Thank you
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you. And all of us who are here watching, there's so much to learn, there's so much to be, and there's so many more places to go. I hope we keep you inspired. I hope we help you learn new things every day. And we will see you very soon with another set of young leaders on Heads Held High. Take care.